Hanamikon!
Bangete, 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 bangete. Hello. Hello, everyone. Let me see if my camera, as usual, is stuck. I don't know what is going on. I can try to reinstall the drivers or something, but it's stuck pretty much all the time, my friends. She's okay, but you know, I would prefer not. Hello, good afternoon, good morning. How are you guys? Hello, hello. Yesterday I wanted to stream. Actually, I could stream. But at the end I decided to play some video games. I played a bit more of Thief. Thief is this game here. Thief. Thief. Let me see how many hours I played it. Not too much. 3 hours, yeah. 3 hours and 24 minutes. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's old. It's old. It was released actually in 2014, so it's more than 10 years now. But it's very nice. It's one of the stealth kind of games where the light is important. You have to stay in shadow. You have to go unnoticed. There are some guards that can spot you, and you can like throw a rock on the other side of the road to distract them and such, right? So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's nice. I like it. I think that if you think that it was more than 10 years ago, it's really, 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 really nice. I mean, there is a lot of motion capture, and there are a lot of cinematic scenes, and I think that is what is making the game very enjoyable. This is definitely something that we miss in Plane Shift, but you know, having a lot of mock-up scenes means buying a mock-up suit. At least it was needed some time ago. I don't know if there are any. I think there are today some better ways to do that. No, sorry, mock-up like this. Mock-up iPhone. Yeah, exactly. I think there are some new app that actually can capture motion through the phone. And maybe it's enough, I don't know. Because if you have to buy a mock-up suit, you know, is quite expensive. I mean, the good ones are around, you know, $10,000, $15,000. If you want to have, you know, a real setup that you can use without going crazy with precision, because you can have also the cheap ones, but the cheap ones are not very precise, and so at the end your character will tremble, right? Will tremble continuously, and so it's not really great. Okay, so what I wanted to do today, Just a second, huh? Just a second, because there is a guy that I need to answer to. Just a second, just a second, just a second. Um, um, mm, um, just a second, I'm writing a message to a person that I like this song, by the way. So what I want to work on today is visible equipment, right? But we need to, I have to think about it. I need to think how to do it because it's not that simple. Let's start the project meanwhile. Oh, our guy was not loading the textures for some reason. Okay, so what is the idea? Let me switch the scene. Let me switch the scene. Bum 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 bum. Let's switch also the music. Now let's go. And let's go. So what I want to do, and I don't know if you agree, but I think would be a nice feature, right, is if I take any of our characters, right, I would like to have a way to display visually some additional items on the body, right? My problem is that not all the characters actually have the same shape. Wow. So 100% of the time, that's a weird statistics, I would say, but fine. That's a very weird statistic. I don't know. That's a very weird statistic. I mean, is statistically, sorry, I'm speaking with another person meanwhile. Is statistically very, very, very unlikely. I mean, speaking math-wise, right? But it's very unlikely. So it means that all the client that was selected, for whatever reason, they were all the wrong ones. Only in that case. But anyway, I don't know. I'm losing confidence. So the problem is that our characters have different shape, right? For example, so for example, if you want to have a weapon, imagine that there is a weapon on the side of this character, right? Imagine that there is a weapon here. If I add a socket, because I can obviously add a socket, right, in the skeleton of this character, which by the way is shared with all the other characters, right? So is this, right? I can add a socket like we have, for example, the left hand, the you know, all these other socket. I can add another socket which is here on the left. The problem is how it will work for a character that is actually different shape, because this character is like this, but if I take let's take one maybe that is very, 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 very different, right? Do. Well, known is not correct. It's traceable. We're not known, we are traceable, but... So the question is, like, if I take this guy, right? This guy is very different from her, right? It's very, very different. So how will this guy compare to... And also is way taller, right? As well. So I think the proportions here are not correct because he's bigger than her. But anyway, apart from the sides, which makes no difference, right? If I place the same socket, right? If I place the same socket, let's say that the socket is somewhere here, right? On the left, like here. And I place the same socket here. And I have the same inclination. Do you think that you see, for example, right? I think that given the way the leg of this character is, most likely this thing will go through the leg, right? This thing will go through the leg. So that is my problem. And then I have another problem, that we have characters that are very, very short, where certain long weapons may not even fit. Well, I can scale it, right? I find it ridiculous, but anyway. I find it absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, I'm speaking with a person and I find there are a few things that are not really matching here. MIDI meta sound. Well, this maybe is too small. It's probably not that small. Oops. Come on, do you have to stretch your neck now? Did I have to take a screenshot of you? Anyway, hello Hula. So I'm telling you the problem, right? So I did a commission. With a person on I did a commission with a person for the Draken Plane, the Draken Plane path texture, okay? And actually created it. And I said at the beginning of the work that I want to pay after the job is done, right? I explicitly said that because it was someone that contacted me on Discord, right? So I usually don't trust upfront payment on Discord, and I usually don't trust upfront payment on Discord, and so that's why I usually use or Upwork or Fiverr, right? So this person did the job and actually sent me a video of it, right? That I can show you, by the way, if you want. I think it's very nice. I think it's what we need. I like it. He sent 2 different versions of it. Let's see if it starts. Yeah. Let me just stop the music because we don't want the music on this. So this is there are 2 different effects, you know, visual effects that we can use instead of the current one that we have in the Draken Plane path, right? And also, I mean, maybe we can tweak it a bit in terms of luminosity and other stuff, right? So the person did it, right? And I commissioned. So I did a commission. He said yes, I can do it. He did it. He sent me the video, and I like it. I would like to buy it, right? And we already decided the price and everything. But the strange thing is that I said, okay, then send it to me, like I said that I would pay when the job is done. Send it to me, and then I will pay. And he said, no, you have to pay me first, and then I send it to you, because otherwise you will never pay me. I said, well, I said at the beginning that I wanted, you know, to pay after the job was done. And he said, well, you said done, you didn't say delivered, right? But actually, I also proposed, to use Fiverr or Upwork, which are systems that actually are, website where you usually do this kind of transactions where you are not very sure about the person because maybe it's the first time you work with them, right? So maybe it's the first time. So, and so this person says, well, if you don't give me the money before, I don't give you the material. And I say, if you don't give me the material, I don't give you the money, right? And so we are like stuck, right? We are like stuck in this discussion. We are like stuck in this discussion now. Now, he provided a lot of information, background information, so he seems to be a real person, right? He doesn't seem to be the typical scammer aggregator, because there are many. I don't know. He seems to be a real person to me, right? So also the links that he has with the same nick kind of match. His activity on the different websites seems to match, right? So I'm kind of positive that he actually did the work, and actually he will send it to me. So I'm kind of positive, but still there may be the case that he will not, right? He will not send me the work, right? And I will have no way to well, I have some ways, like I can expose him on the different forums, and I can expose him in case in different Discord servers, and I can, you know, contact his client. And I mean, I can do stuff, you know, I'm a pretty stubborn person, so I can actually do things if things get bad. So I could do it. I mean, it would be a bit of a waste of time, but I mean, I'm wasting times sometimes really to lock down scammers, and I tend to, I mean, I manage to do that quite frequently, because on Discord, unfortunately, there are a good number of scammers, right? And sometimes they really are. So for example, they give you a portfolio, and then if you search that portfolio online, you can easily see that that portfolio is fake, right? Because those images are taken from other places, right? And things like that. So yeah. So what would you do in this case, guys? Also, because in a certain way is your money, right? Because the money that we use for plane shift commissions is taken from your donations. So it's your money. Like the old king, give him half of the price, half of the money, and he give you half of the work. Yeah, I mean, I can give him half of the money. I don't know. I think I would like to speak with this guy live so we can find an agreement. I mean, it's a bit of a weird situation, right? Because this guy pretends to be working with big names, and is like, you know, being so difficult for such a low amount of money. It's actually $60, right? So it's not a lot of money. I mean, if it was like $2,000, I would say maybe yes, right? But it's $60. So if he was really working with, you know, with all this, he's saying that he worked with Bethesda, with Ubisoft, CD Projekt Red and such, right? So which is kind of strange. Right? So maybe we can speak with him, right? And see. If you scroll down to the credit section of this Skyrim mod page, you will see a plethora of modders and devs that trusted me with their IP, including game studios. Okay. I mean, it's just a bit weird, you know, that he's saying that he's doing dozens and dozens of commissions, and the most important thing, which is the payment, he didn't actually specify up front, right? It's very strange, no? So there was one thing, there was one important thing that he had to say at the beginning, right? And for whatever reason, he forgot, right? He forgot. And he's saying that he's doing this kind of mods, right? I don't know, but how do I know that this guy's the same guy, right? How do I know? I mean, it may be a completely different guy. How do I know that this is the same person, right? How do I know? Verified mod author, okay, endorsement given 215, which doesn't seem to be a lot if he's doing this in 30 years like he's saying. I mean, he joined on 2015, which seems to be, you know, a good timing. Seems to be from Greece, okay. So you would say half of the money, half of the deliverable. Yeah, but half of the deliverable, I don't think is really possible, right? I mean, I can lose 60 money to expose live a scammer. The problem is it's not my money. If it was my money, I would spend it maybe, but it's your money, right? It's your money. But anyway, let's go back. Let's see if he answers. If he answers, we can have him live, speak live, and see what he says, right? Isn't it a bit strange that he doesn't want to do Fiverr or Upwork by any means? Like he's saying, no, I don't want to do it. I mean, it's very strange, right? Why not? I mean, I understand it's 20% more, unfortunately, yes, but... You can explain you are a famous dev on the web, you simply can have a bad image. Yeah, I told him already. I also told him that we are you know, a charitable organization, which, by the way, I think I should put it probably. I know, is it already? So we have a registered company. Is a charitable, non-profitable corporation, and I mean, so yeah, exactly. I cannot have a bad image, exactly. But he's saying the same, right? He's saying the same. So he's saying the same, saying, "Oh, I also am a famous modder and a commission guy, an artist guy, and so I cannot have a bad image as well, right?" So he's saying the same. He's saying the same, and it makes sense. I mean, in theory, it makes sense. So one thing that we can do, we can actually test this directly in, right? So, I mean, I think the back is a bit easier because the back, I think the majority of the people at the back will have the same, shape, but the problem is the side. But anyway, let's try to add. So where do we add this thing? Where do we add this thing? Because if we add it to the leg, right, the leg will rotate continuously. So like when the character is walking, the sword or whatever you have there will just move left and right continuously. So I think it should be not connected to the leg, but it should be connected to the spine one, right? To the pelvis, exactly, to the pelvis bone. So I think it should be connected to this pelvis bone. The problem is that it should be connected to the pelvis bone, but we already have one, right? We already have the spell spawn, which is what we use to connect to generate spells centered on the character, right? The only problem, I think, if I have to do it on Discord is that I will have to, but it's fine. We can do that. Sorry, now I was thinking. So how do I calculate the distance, right? Because there should be actually one on the right and one on the left. And based on the character, that position may change. Because they may have a bigger leg or a small or a thinner leg, right? So the problem is that that mapping should somehow be per character. Now, I can store it in a table somewhere, right? And I can configure it per character. Okay, let me create a mission, because I think we need a mission. We need a mission because there is so much. There is a bit to do, right? But I think that maybe between today and tomorrow we can finish this. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'm over eager, but so this mission will be. This mission will be called. Where is it? No, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. I couldn't find the directory. So this one will be called Unreal Mission, Visual Equipment. Okay, Visual Equipment. Visual Equipment. In Visual Equipment, so what do we have to do? We have to add sockets, right? We have to add sockets for add sockets. So where do we want the weapons to be, guys? You can help me on this, right? I'm thinking the back in 2 positions. Well, actually, it should be 3 positions, maybe. It is already complex. Good question. Good question, actually. So if you have the character like this, right? If you have the character like this, where do we want the items to be? Where do we want the items to be? Because they could be as well. Can I take as word or something? Let me take as word so we have an example, right? I think I have to go. In GIMP though, because in Paint is it not doable to do it properly without making a mess, right? I think also the problem is how many of those items you want to show, right? That's the other issue. But yeah, this is the thing. Can I remove the grid or no? Okay, fantastic. That is exactly what I needed. That is exactly what I needed, my boys. Exactly what I needed. Okay. So if we say and by the way, do you like the effect that was created or not? The Drakenplane pad effect. I think it's very nice. I think it's pretty cool actually. So okay. So assuming that the weapon is the right size, right? There is a longsword, so it should be 1.2 meters. So I think it should, considering she's probably, yeah, it could be as big as this or even more, because this girl is probably 1.7 or 1.6. So yeah, yeah, this sword I think could be even bigger than this. But let's say that it's like this, right? Let's say that this is our sword. The question is, where are the attach points, right? So, for example, is the attach point the shoulder? Well, the problem is that if I attach it to the shoulder, when she will move the arms up, right, the whole armor will fuck up. So I think the only way for me is to attach it to the spine, right? I think I have to connect to the spine. There's no way, right? If I attach to anything else, I think it will be bad. So I have to attach to the spines and then to do a delta on the side, right? Unless we want the weapon to show like on the lower arm or on the upper arm, like for example if it's a dagger, right? If you want to have a dagger here, but I would say that is a bit, I mean, it would be nice though. Would actually be nice. I think it would also be nice to have a dagger here. The problem is that it will be a dagger there without any strap, right? Without any connection. So, yeah, so I'm so for example, in this case, I will have to attach it to what? To the spine number 2. Spine number 2. Spine number 2 or spine number 3. And if you want it on the leg, I think in theory it would be fantastic if you can attach anything anywhere, you know? So you can customize your character the way you want. That would be very cool, I think. So any bone, right? Even a finger, but maybe even a finger is a bit too much. Because the point is that you could have a sword, right? But you could also have a shield on your back, no? And in theory, you could have 2 swords, right? Now, it will not be very easy to sit, right, in this situation, but So what is the maximum that you could have, right? You could have 2 swords and a shield, or what? What is the maximum thing that we want to have? Because bro, shields can be very big and very annoying. Like this guy, right? I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking what is the best way to do this. It's long time I want to do this. I just never decided to do it, but now I decided to do it. So I mean, maybe this is a bit too much, right? But maybe it is a bit too much, but this would be the idea, right? So that you could have a shield and 2 swords, right, on you. And then, or we can only allow 1, right? We can only allow 1. I mean, that would be easier, right? If we want to allow 1. Hello, Gilsantrami. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. Let's push this 900 followers. We are at 875. Can we do it? I want to have 900 followers. Do it. Follow. So if I take the longsword from the side, right? Or maybe let's take another weapon. Let's take another weapon. Let's take like a falcon or something, which is a bit more weird, right? Like this guy, right? Like this weapon here. So if we take this weapon... Hello, Manifest ZA. Hey, thank you for the follow. Let's go. 876. Easy. 2 follow in 2 minutes. I mean, we are a very small channel, guys. So we are a very small channel. So it's hard to, you know, to get visibility. It's very hard, I tell you. It's very hard to get visibility. Also because game dev is, you know, not always the most exciting thing to see on Twitch. There are a lot of, you know, nice girls dancing, so I understand that it's a tough battle. Oops. Okay, like that. So do you think now? Unfortunately, there is this weird symbol at the back, right? The symbol is there because whatever. The symbol is there because I took the picture in Unreal, and I mean, in theory, I can remove it. I mean, it's not super easy, but I can remove it. I can try at least to remove it. Oops. I can try. Just to give a better sense, but I think we can just do it in Unreal actually, you know, because now that I think about it, it's very easy to add a socket and just put in the thing. So maybe we can just do it in the engine. But okay, just a second, oh, it's missing the hand. Sorry, you are without a hand. But yeah, going back to this, right? So boom, 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 boom. So do you want 3 sockets on the back, or you only want to have 1 socket? Because I can have 1 socket, right? I can have 1 socket only. I can have 1 socket here. I can have 1 socket here and 1 socket there. And that's it. Or, so let's say sockets, right? So let's create a new layer. 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 Why I have this weird brush? Yes, because I was testing a few things. So I could have a socket here. I could have a socket here. Well, actually it will not be here. The socket will be in the spine one, in the pelvis. The pelvis I think starts here. And then we will have to do a kind of a translation, right? So we have to do a translation from the pelvis, and we will have 2 sockets, one here on the right, one here on the left. And then we have to do the same with the spine. So we take the spine 3, which is the highest spine, and then we create 2 sockets, one here and one there, right? And then there will be the rotation as well, because the problem is the rotation. I can have you choose the rotation if you want. The problem is that if I have you choose the rotation, you may choose a rotation that look very weird, and they are very stupid. I can even, in theory, I can even choose the scale, right? Or not. Yes, we can even choose the scale. But the question is, do you want to have also a socket here? Do you want to have also a socket here, a socket here, and a socket here, or not? And do you want to have 3 sockets at the back so that you can also have, another weapon and a shield, or not? I think it would be cool to have multiple, right? The problem is that the middle will then work only for shields, because if I choose the middle, yeah, I think so. I think the middle socket on the back will work only for shields. Because it doesn't make any sense, right, to have a sword. It doesn't make any sense to have a sword here, right? The other problem is that the sword actually has a 0-0 position where we handle the sword. So basically it has a 0-0 position here. It doesn't have a 0-0 position here, right? On the hilt. So he has it on the handle. So when I put the weapon, I will have any way to do a kind of a, delta offset. I will need an offset of some kind, right? Okay, this guy wants to come online. Okay, let's do it. the guy that did the commission wants to, I mean, he's okay to present the work online. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, a scammer would not do it, I guess. Scammer would not do it. Also, we hear his voice. We have his voice recorded, you know. Now, the only thing that I don't know if I can pop out the video streaming. And if it will stop the stream if I speak with someone in Discord. I don't think so. I think you should still be able to hear me. I can do a test, but... So, I mean, the situation is kind of funny, actually, but I will let you decide, guys. It's your money, so I let you decide, okay? So, Hula and Fannar and the other guys, I need you to be awake, okay? I need you to be awake and listen to what this guy is saying and tell me if you trust him or not. And if you trust him, we send him the money. Okay. I'm ready whenever you are. I'm ready. So this guy really wants the money up front, you know? So basically the way it will work, I will send him the money and he will send me the package after, right? I think he's ready. I think we will have a Discord call or a Google Meet call, but I think it would be easier a Discord call so we can share the screen and... Just have to check what will happen to my camera, but fine. So you didn't ask me to the question of how many sockets we want, right? Voice call is enough. Because video, I already have it on the other side. Now I need to do a bit of a setup here. 1 second, I just need to do a bit of a setup. So the setup, bam, 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 microphone. So that is the main microphone and the exit will be this. Hello?
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
You hear me now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you see my screen?
I see your screen. Hello, nice to meet you, by the way. My name is Luca.
My name is Maximiliano.
Hello, Max.
I'm gonna kill my sister, god damn it. Wait.
You are you are from Greece, I guess?
I live in Greece.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds because my sister takes always my heads. God damn it, now I only hear you from one side of the...
Well, one side is enough, I guess.
Okay, now I'm better. I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah. So
I always tell her, don't take this one. With this one I work. Take the other. She always do whatever she wants. God damn it. Okay, you see me, eh?
yeah, I see
see
you.
my-
As I was telling you, this is live streamed. If this is okay with you, because I was live streaming. So
No problem, man. It's your project.
okay,
It's
good.
not my IP. After you buy, it will be your IP. Okay, let me get out of here. We close this yet. Oh, I didn't save.
So you are resisting so much because you said you had a bad experience in the past.
I have a lot of bad experience. My last bad experience was in February. I took a job for, let's say, a big project. Cost around 300 euros. I had the same exact reaction like you.
Yeah.
After a lot of talking, I will give you some money, please help me. He gave me 40 bucks. I gave him the project. He disappeared.
But when you say disappear, was that a company? I mean, because
No, a game dev from Unreal Engine Discord.
okay. So it was not a real because we are a company. I mean, we are a small, very, very small company, but we are a registered company. We have a website. We have a game running since 20 years. We are a non-profit organization, registered legally and such, right? So
Sorry a little bit. Are you Swedish or Scotland?
sorry?
Are you Swedish or from Scotland?
No, I'm from Italy. Italy.
If you are from, we are neighbors.
Yes,
Because
we
your
are
accent
kind of
your
close.
accent is exactly like the student I had yesterday. He's from Scotland.
He's in
I thought,
Scotland.
at the
Okay.
beginning, I thought I was talking with James.
Okay.
Anyway, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Okay, let me.
I really liked what you did. I think it's a nice effect. I mean, I like it. So this is why I want to buy it.
Yeah, here's your folder, Thierry Gansan.
Right.
Here's everything I had developed for the project.
Okay.
No, this is your original mess. I didn't. These are all the texture masks,
Right.
which are quite a lot. PSD texture masks to have the 6 generated from all of these PSDs, which are how many? 12 PSDs for 6 masks.
Oh wow. Do you think it will
Let's
be
go.
it will be heavy, or do you think it will be okay to run in Unreal?
Oh man, it's optimized to the fullest.
Okay.
I have no alpha channel in the TGA. Everything is packed into a RGB 2-color texture, white and black. It has no color, the mask. The colors are added by the parameter inside Unreal. It's as light as it can get.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Nice.
All the optimization you can do is to reduce even more the resolution.
The resolution of the texture. Yeah, because you have 2K at the moment, right?
2K by 1K.
2K by 1K. How many? You said 6. Huh?
Excuse me?
6. How many textures?
Texture masks are in total 6. Are 3 textures for each version. One
Okay.
texture for each channel. Okay, let's show you how this whole shit works. UE5 project, Thierry Gansan Magic Path, Thierry Gansan Magic Path UE project. Let's fire up Unreal.
Okay, nice.
It will take a few seconds because I have it running on NDSM SSD.
It's 544. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We have 543, but I think that I can run 4.4 and downgrade. I mean, and redo it in 4.3.
And upgrade 5.3 has so many fucking issues.
We unfortunately we are releasing on 3 platforms, so upgrading a Unreal Engine release is fairly complex for us. But it's okay. It's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. I forgot to put the default map. Anyway, I will do it later. So the project has, let me go to the folder. Content, Thierry Gansan Magic Path.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have a demo map demonstrating, sorry, your mesh with the materials. We have a material, master material, and two material instances. Your mesh, what does that mean? And the textures. Here are the textures. As you see, are 1K by 2K.
1K by 2K, yeah, it's very good.
Because if I made it square, we will have a big problem with tiling.
With the tiling,
And
yeah,
repetition, mainly repetition.
We will keep the same UV as you have seen in the example. So I will do the UV all the same. So they will keep the right ratio between X and Y. So it should be fine.
Yes, but mainly the main point why I didn't not make them square was the texture density. For your path and for your UVs, so that we don't have how we say that, blurred the texture or artifacts where you scale in the Y, I had to make it compatible to your UV, which is, one island long, not square.
Yes.
Now you don't have problems with artifacts. You will see in a minute. So here are the textures mask. We have 6 textures.
So you are saying that you adjusted anyway the material to the UV somehow?
Everything is made for the mesh that you gave me.
Right, but if but if I change the mesh a bit, will it still work or not?
Yes, it will work.
I just have to keep the same UV ratio between X and Y, I think, right?
The problem with texture density is most noticeable when we have a square texture and we want to fit it into a large surface.
No. This will be only path, no large surface.
If we have a texture density of 1K by 2K and we make it square, we don't lose anything because the information is there. But if we have 1K by 1K and we stretch it, then we have artifacts because we don't have information.
Right.
Feel stretching. Did I say it correctly? Did you understand that?
Yeah, it's fine, yes.
That's why I make them like this.
Yeah, this is what I call the ratio or the proportion, right, between X and Y, so that he has to stay.
Texture density.
Yeah.
Texture density. This is called texture density. Okay, so here is our material.
Nice.
Everything exposed, everything in order. And here is the main material instance with everything exposed here. Each one of these is one layer on top of the other. Let me show you the textures again. So we have 3 textures here. You see these 3 textures? These 3 textures are one on top of the other, like layers in Photoshop.
Like layers, yes.
In Photoshop.
But
they work independent of each other. And together, by these functions here,
right, they create the effect.
They create the effect of the pulsing and the sorry. I may have got something yesterday. I'm not feeling very well. Anyway, they create those pulses with the stars and the color changing. All that is done by these functions here. We are multiplying, adding, and lerping the alpha with the textures that has already a G assigned channel of the texture to multiply all of that and give you the effect that we will see right now. Here are the 3 layers, layer A, layer B, layer C. I have posted this in the Discord so you can see in detail. We have textures. If you want to change texture, we have tiling. We will experiment. We have layer color. As you see, the textures don't have color.
Yeah, it's added on
color-
top. Yeah, it's mixed on top.
All
Okay.
colors are added here
Yeah,
by the parameter.
nice.
If you want it blue, you can have it blue. If you want it white, you can have it white. Whatever you want.
And the
the only
speed.
color that
Yeah, we'll
doesn't
also
work-
have to change the speed probably. Yes, nice.
We already have a speed for Y and X.
Yes, I see.
The only color that doesn't work with emissive is black. You know that.
Yes.
So you cannot.
No, it will be
everything
purple.
else-
We want it purple, exactly like you did.
Okay, let me explain one thing about speed.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, in Unreal Engine, we cannot define speed of the partner XY by constant parameter. So we have to create a 3-vector. What does this mean? That the speed is controlled by color.
Okay.
I have here, if you mouse over the layer A XD speed, I have explanation.
G is
G
forward
channel.
speed. Okay.
Forward speed, R channel is for sideways speed.
Yeah, we need only
You only
forward,
have-
but it's good to have the side. Yeah.
You click on the color picker and you only change here the numbers,
Yeah. Yeah.
the G and in the R. If you start messing with the color picker and the mouse, you will get everything messed up.
Strange. Yeah. I understand.
Just mouse over, and if you have any queries or questions or anything, you just mouse over the parameters and I have explanations for each one, what it does.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's go now to see how all these things work. So you can see it live. Let's go to the map. Map demonstration. Don't save nothing. Let me close the light. Let me find a nice camera. Wait. One, no. Nice camera. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think
Yeah, but
once.
I see it. I think it's nice. Yes. I see it flickering a bit, but I think it's just because the Discord sharing. But it's nice. Yeah, this one in particular. Yes, this one is the one that I like.
The stars flickers according to how they are merged and lerp with the other layers. If you can see here better. Right?
Mhm.
If you are talking about this flickering, is the stars. They are
Yeah.
supposed to do that. You can control that too. Okay, let me disable this one, so that we can work with this one and show you how the material
So,
is.
and if you want, we can change the speed only of the star layer, and so that will go faster.
I will show you everything. I will show you everything right now, how
No,
it
it's
works.
okay. It's okay. I think I understand.
It will take only 2 minutes. Okay. Intensity 0. Intensity 0. Layer 1. Now we have only layer 1.
Right.
So what we do here, it can be done in all layers. We control the tiling of the X.
Mm-hmm.
We multiply it by side. We can tile it in the Y. We can make it smaller or make it even larger.
I see.
Now we control the color. Since we don't have a color texture, but a black and white mask texture,
It's
we
a
can
single
assign
color.
whatever we want.
Yeah, it's a single
See?
color. Yeah. I see.
And basically all colors blurred.
Yeah.
They can blur. You see here with the green, it's more noticeable. It starts with a let me Let me change the speed because I cannot. Up, 10, up, not 10, not 10, 0, 0, 0.
Too much.
Anyway, you see, we have not only one color, but the color is grading. We don't have one solid color.
Mm-hmm. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. I think
Each layer has that property.
it's more than what we need. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, layer color. Let's put it blue. Now it's much more noticeable. Everything is grading so that we can have a nice lerp in between. Color intensity. Yeah, but I think that says it all. We can have it like that.
Yeah, but if you put like one blue and one yellow, do you think you will see the two?
Oh, combinations. You will see combinations of those two colors where each texture has a blur.
Okay.
We can test that right now. So,
It's too low.
one. Oh, I forgot to shut down the exposure. Anyway, another day. And we have the speed. Our channel speed.
Mm-hmm.
2, 5.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
We can even go sideways.
I see. Yeah, we will now use the side, but it's nice to have. Yeah. Okay.
Now by combination of colors. Let's put this one red. We can see how this thing works. 1.2.
Nice.
This one.
Yeah, now we
Blue.
see the two colors. Yeah, you can see the two colors.
I just enabled the second layer.
Yes.
I just enabled the second layer. Let me disable it. Now I'm enabling it.
Very nice. I like it.
We can change this a little. Let me put it so that it's more noticeable. 3.4. And the second layer is running faster, and the first layer will be very, very slow. 0.5. Now you can see that whenever the red layer and the blue layer blurs of each image
Yeah,
layer
it becomes purple. Yeah.
it becomes purple.
Yes, because it's the sum of the two. I see. But it's nice that they are separate. So maybe we will do two different shades of purple. Yeah, I will do some tests. Okay, it's good.
I will give you both versions. Both versions are six mask textures. Combining them, playing here, changing the textures and combining them, you can make 12 different versions of this thing.
I see.
The same goes for the star. The star has the same exact. Sorry. My God, don't tell me that I'm getting cold now. God damn, I'm living fucking Greece and it's summer. Shit. Let's put
What
the
did you do last night?
It was a little bit cold and I forgot to close the window. I finished the tutorial lesson. I was so tired. I just hit the bed and I forgot to close the window. I didn't put clothes on me. I think.
So at night became cold. I see. Yeah. You have a bit of a cold, but.
Color intensity 1. Now we enable the third layer. Speed AY. Let's put this very, very fast, like 5.
I see. Cool. Yeah, I think I have enough customization, really. I can change
It's
because you
basically
know we have different parts of that area, and what I'm thinking is that maybe I can use different colors based on the area. So there will be one piece with one color, so I
you
can
can
duplicate the material. I duplicate the
you can
material.
do whatever you want, man.
Yeah,
It's everything is exposed in the parameters. Everything. You can do everything. That's
yeah,
why I choose to not provide a texture color, but a grayscale texture, so that you can assign your own colors.
right.
Everything works except black.
Mm-hmm.
If you put black color, you won't see nothing.
Yeah, maybe you can put black on the stars that are burning the other color. No, it would be black.
If
It
you
would be
put
invisible.
black here,
No, it would be
you're gonna
invisible.
have holes. You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have
You,
holes.
you would
It
not
works.
not. You have
You're gonna have
holes or
holes.
not? Yeah, you have holes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
It works.
holes.
It's a nice effect. It's not an emissive effect, but it is an effect, you see? Wherever the blur sections of the star mask meet, start making some black holes. You cannot see it very well, you know?
Okay, good.
We'll have to tide it, and we have to tide it a little bit so that you
Okay,
can see
you
it.
you convince me. I would say you convince me. I mean, you did this, and it's very visible and such. So I think we can proceed. I can pay you, and you can give me the thing.
Now, yeah, with black, the stars are not very visible.
I just would suggest, the next time to really make clear to your client if you want to be paid up front or not, like we said.
And I've been doing this for so long that it's a force of habit. You know, we work like that. Everybody works like that. We don't even have to talk about it.
Well,
We say,
in
yeah,
in Fiverr,
it
in
was my
Fiverr,
bad.
in
It was
Fiverr and
my bad.
Upwork, it works the opposite. In the two main websites, right, that you have for commissions, that is Fiverr and Upwork. They work exactly the opposite. But
Wait, in Fiverr, you pay upfront.
no, you don't. Well, you put the money in the
Pay up,
bank up front, but you
pay
don't pay the
upfront.
person. You put it in the bank, like it's their bank, but then you receive the material, and only when the person have delivered the material and you have seen the material, you have tested it, you release the payment. That is how it works on both Fiverr and Upwork. I know because I'm using them regularly. I mean, I'm using them. I do commissions whenever I can. So you receive the deliverable and then you pay, but you put the money up front in their system, right?
Anyway, I know that you pay upfront. And the second material is exactly the same. The second
Yeah, it's a different texture,
version
right?
of the material is uses different texture. Here I use the techniques of subtraction. You can see here wherever those seemingly black lines meet the stars, change color from white to green and pulse. They pulse. This is called the subtraction effect.
Mm-hmm.
You can change that too, and with the parameters here.
Okay, nice. I think that's all. So if you can send me your PayPal information on the Discord, right? I will release the payment.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it as soon as I pack this thing, upload it to my Google Drive, and I'll send you the. My God, I have a
Okay.
tinkling feeling here in my throat.
Yeah, I hear it. Okay, thank you. So I will continue my stream now, but I think it's good.
You were streaming, I forgot that. Sorry, I forgot.
Yes, because I'm streaming. Yes.
Okay, you don't have any questions about the material or their
No, it's
setup?
fine. I think it's good.
You know how to work with all of this.
Yes. I'm working with Unreal Engine since some time, so I know
Okay.
how to create material instances and parameters and stuff. Yeah, no problem. My
Okay,
problem, I couldn't do it myself because I don't have enough skill in Photoshop to create the maps, and I don't have enough skill in understanding the merging of the lerps and all the things that you need to do for the materials. I mean, I could try myself, maybe at the end I could do it, but it's hard for me, right? So I really need to commission this because it may take me 2 weeks to do it, or forever.
Well, if you want an advice, you first have to learn how channels work with lerps.
Right,
Everything is based
right.
on channels. If I will give you a fast demonstration, here we have a texture, and you see here, I take from the G channel, and I start, and from this little G channel, which I have packed information, I am starting here doing all the magic.
Yeah, with the lerp and one into the
Multiplying,
other.
adding, subtracting, and everything.
Right.
Basically,
right.
all this here are the same functions you see in Photoshop.
Right, but you
have
also
an
have
image.
a very nice textures, source textures, right? That you created in Photoshop, and that is also not
Basically,
easy to do. Yeah,
that is artistic talent.
yeah,
I cannot help you with that.
yeah,
But
exactly.
if you study this material, you will see that everything, all the magic is done by the G channel of each texture.
Right, right.
It's simply as that. I don't have an alpha channel to reduce the file size and the complexity of your material to the minimum, and everything is derived from the grayscale texture, where I take the RGB and I plug it into the opacity.
Yeah.
As and the material is not translucent, but adaptive. To reduce the cost completely. I can go further down in the cost and performance. The only thing left to do here is to make the textures 1K by 512. Reduce it by half. The only optimization left to do is that. Okay, I leave you to your streaming. I will pack this thing, upload, and send you the information.
Okay, good. Thank you. It was nice
Bye-bye.
speaking with you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, that was it. Didn't sound like a scammer to me, so I think that we can trust this guy and pay him. I mean, he did all the work, so I think it would be very unlikely that he doesn't send this to us. So usually when I had some people being scammers, and you ask them to speak voice, they always refuse. Always. There is one easy way to find out if someone is a scammer. Just ask him to have a voice call, even better a video call, but because they never do it, because they declare maybe that they are living in US, and in reality they are not, right? Maybe they are Chinese or Indian or Pakistan or whatever. And so already from the accent and everything else, you may understand if this guy is trying to cheat you or whatever. Okay, so let's go back to what we were doing. So what we are deciding here is how to set up potential sockets that we want for our characters to have a visual representation of some items that are in your backpack. And basically what I would like to do, I would like you to be able to select an item in your inventory. Obviously it must be in your inventory. It cannot be in storage, right? It must be somewhere in your inventory, and we will add the visual representation. Now, I don't know if I need a a way to configure. I mean, I don't know if I need a way to configure this in the game, right? So that you see it and you... I'm a bit unsure about the 1, 2, or 3 on the back, right? That I'm a bit unsure actually. The point is that I need 2 anyway, right? I need 2 anyway for the weapons. I need 2 anyway for the weapons, because one can be right shoulder and the other be left shoulder, right? And then I need for the shield, definitely the shield cannot be in one of the shoulders. I think it would look super weird, right? So the shield must be in the middle. So I think that the shield must be... where is it? Yeah, or spine 3 or spine 2 maybe. I think we have to use I don't know, because spine, we have spine 1 and then we have pelvis, right? The difference is that the pelvis doesn't really, I mean, the pelvis is not the root, or the pelvis is the root. The pelvis is... The pelvis is not the root. The root is down there. Yeah, the root is here at the feet level. So I think that the pelvis is kind of the most stable thing that we have. The difference is that the pelvis will not rotate probably when... right? Because the pelvis makes the whole character rotate. While the spine 1, if I can get it, yeah, spine 1 makes only this part rotate, right? I think we should have the pelvis for the hips, and we should have spine 2 for the middle shield. And we should have spine 3. Yeah, I think this is a kind of a good plan. Bidi 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 bim. Oh, by the way, speaking of scammers, this guy actually answered, so interesting. Another guy, has nothing to do with the guy that we just had a discussion, but another guy contacted me a few days ago because he wanted to have how to report violation. When you see someone violating our rules, you can test on a mobile. But receive all the information they need in order to take action, but the offending user will be the problem is that it is not good enough. I think I need to write him. Is there a ticketing system? Are we allowed to start? No. I think I need to speak with the moderator to report this guy. Yeah, I just mentioned. Okay. Let's continue. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted today by different things, but yeah, I think there's good effect. So I think we will use it. I'm happy that we discussed with the guy. I think a voice call can clarify a lot of things, and yeah, that was nice. Okay, so let me just type down a few things so that we have it. So we will add a socket for the back, right? This will be connected to spine 03, and I think we need one per shoulder. Then we will add the socket for the back, let's say weapons. Then we will add the socket for the back shield, and this will be spine 02, and it will only be one socket. Then we will add the hips, right? The socket for the hips, and this will be connected to the pelvis bone, and we will have one per side. And I think this is already a good start, right? This is a good start. Then if we really want to have also additional ones, like here on the lower leg, or on the lower arm, or on the upper arm, I mean, maybe we can do it in the future, but I think this is already a good start right now. So basically what we are saying is that there will be also one here in the middle. Okay. Then after I add the sockets, we need a way to customize that by character. I mean, I can keep a simple table somewhere, right? Because I think every character will be slightly different in terms of rotation and position. So I think that we need an offset. I think we need a transform to be used as an offset. I think we need one transform. I think we need one transform per character per socket. One transform per socket per race. No, per character, not per race. One transform per socket per character. To be used as offset. Where do we keep this? We keep it in we can keep it in a data table. I think can be hard coded somewhere in a data table, right? I think I can have because, by the way, I think we have the same, right? We have the same for the helm. Now that I think about it, right? Now that I think about it, we have a certain offset that we actually apply for the helm socket, right? I just don't remember where the hell is that. I think it's on each character. If I search for helm, yeah, exactly. Helm scale, helm position, you see? But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking to move this into a data table. Because does it really make sense to have a variable that is permanently on I mean, the good part because at the moment the way it works, right, is that I have in the code. So I think this is a C++ variable, right? Very happy that um, I catch one scammer. Again, not the guy that we spoke with. Is a scammer that contacted me a few days ago, and basically he's presenting the portfolio of another guy. And so I managed to contact the real guy, and he said, "Yeah, that's not me." So. So I think inside PS character, somewhere, right, we have the helm. No. Okay, so probably I added is a variable on PS character. But I don't think it's a great idea, actually. I think that we could have is a data table by race. Oh, the music is going crazy. Must be Elden Ring, right? Yes. Must be one of the bosses of Elden Ring. I think I probably added it to PS character BP. Let me see. Yes, helm position and helm scale. Yeah. 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 Now the scale, yeah, but also the scale, right? Also this. Well, we could, or I allow you to change the scale in game so that you decide how big you want to display the item. The problem is that would be a bit abused, right? Because so I don't think. I think we can use the same scale that we have on the socket, or I put it on this. No, I cannot put it on the socket. Cannot put it on the socket, but I think I did. Wait a second. Wait a second, because when we display a weapon, right, like on a crane or on a, I think that we scale it somehow, no? In the keep code. In the keep code. item transform. Item transform. You're just managing the rotation. I was thinking that we were scaling the... Well, unless the scale is already embedded into the skeleton because we scaled the skeleton. Yeah, that's probably... wait, item scale. Item scale. There is also item scale. Item scale. Item scale. Item scale. In item scale, I have it here. No. Item scale, I have it here. Yeah, I have it here. Okay, yeah, so this is already defined by character. That is interesting. Did I do it for the new, like for the lady, for the Ilian lady? Item scale. It's 1-0 because it's an Ilian. But no, I think it's good. I think it's the same logic. But I really don't want to put it on the character, right? I think it makes little sense to put it on the character. I mean, I can, but it's so much of a pain to maintain and to remember to maintain it. Instead, if we put it on the data table, I mean, we can easily create a data table that has the race ID, and then he has the socket name. Let's try. So if we create a data table with the following, right? So it should be, so the row name can be the race ID, and so that's the entry point, right? Yes. And then we have the socket name. For example, right shoulder, left shoulder, back, left hip, right hip. And then we have a full transform, right? Which is basically the transform offset, right? And that's it. I don't think I need anything else. Let me just message a friend 1 second because he wanted to do something tonight, but tonight is Saturday, so... The only problem of this friend is that he lives in the middle of the city, and in the middle of the city is a mess to find any parking, believe it or not. Italian cities are a bit weird because Italian cities are built, I mean, they have been built so many years ago, right, that their structure and their roads and the size of the roads and the quantity of houses and all of that is really not optimal for today's standards, right? Because they are historical cities. It's good that they are historical cities, but it's very hard to move sometimes. And so when I want to go and have and meet someone in the middle of the city, is always a mess. I mean, yes, there are some underground parkings, but some of them are not 24 hours, so some of them are like closing at a certain time. It seems to be incredible, but that's the way it is. And others are just not handy or useful or whatever, so or easy to use, and maybe they're not in the right place or too distant from the place where you want to go. And we don't have a good subway, because actually we have a subway, but it's a bit of a fake subway because it's only one line, right? So it's a very, very small, it's covering a very small part of the city. Okay, but basically I think that we can I think we can create a data table, and now we need to create a structure first, right? When you create a data table, you need to create a structure first. And the struct is in a weird place, like under blueprints. Yeah, I have no idea why it's there, but so this will be our struct socket positions, okay? Our struct socket positions, and the ID, which is you get for free, it will be the race ID, right? And then we said socket name or transform offset, right? Socket name or transform offset. Bling blong. Sorry, I'm distracted because we are trying to organize what to do tonight. If we meet with some friends or no. Seems yes, and trying to organize that as well on the sideline. So one will be the socket name, right? And the socket name would be a string. And then we have what? We have the transform offset. And this would be a full transform, no? I mean, even if we have scale now, yeah, I think we also have, well, scale. I think the best would be the scale to take it from I mean, for sure we need rotation. For sure we need rotation and we need position. Now scale, I think scale will be better to take it from the actual character scale. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. What is this place? What is this place? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Let me see what is this place. How much in the middle of the city it is. Well. bling blong, bling blong. Well, nah, it's okay. I mean, it's crazy, but not too crazy. I think it's fine. Okay. No, I was thinking that the scale, we can get the scale in theory directly from the item scale, but I'm thinking maybe what we can do, we can check if the scale is 0, we take the item scale. If it's not 0, we take this scale. So I think a full transform is anyway a good idea. The transform contains the location, the rotation, and the scale, right? So I think we can have a full transform. Now, I have no idea how a full transform is actually written to a file. But I think we will see, because we can export, I think, right? But we can also maintain it here. I mean, it's not that we have to maintain it, right? Yeah, exactly. So now we create a data table, and the data table will be based on our struct socket, right? And this one will be called DT socket positions. DT socket positions. I think just for fun, let me try to add something and see how it's getting exported actually. It's getting exported like this. Cool. Okay, fine. So in theory we can also put it in a CSV file and manipulate it there, but I think it's easier to manipulate it here actually. So this row name will be... Sorry, how do I change the row name? This row name will be every single race ID. And now when I do get data table row, I assume that I can get multiple results, right? I think so. Get data table row something. Oh fuck, I get one row only? No! What do you mean? Yeah. Okay, so we organize for tonight. So I will have to stop the stream around 7:30. Around 7:30. So we still have a bit of time, right? We still have like 1 hour and 40 minutes. Till we can do something. Blim blom, blim blom, blim blom. So why this is returning only one row? That is very bad. So I cannot have a row with two oh yo. No, we need it. Because the I mean the row name will not be unique, right? I mean, unless I put all the sockets on one line. I mean, I can, but that's kind of crazy. No, that's stupid. Because I need one, I need a socket name and I need a transform for each. There is a problem, boys. There is a problem. How do I do it? I mean, there's for sure there's a way to do it. In a real engine, I need to load into a data table. Something like this. Something like this. Race ID, socket name. Race ID, socket name, and transform offset. The problem is that for each race ID, I can have multiple. I will have, well, for sure, I will have 6 socket names. 6 socket name, each with a different transform, right? Each with a different transform. So if then I use get data table row, maybe there is another function. Only one line, while I need all the 6 corresponding to my race ID. Go ChatGPT, you can do it. I believe in you. As an Italian, you haven't a small Vespa? No, I have a large Audi. I have a large Audi, so no. I should have, but so for me parking is always a bit annoying. I don't even have an Italian car, yeah, because German cars are better. Ah! Blasphemy! Well, they have better cars, we have better pasta. Well, let's say that they have better cars below a certain cost, right? We have way better car above a certain cost. So if you want to spend more than 100,000 K on a car, like a Ferrari, a Maserati, a Lamborghini, whatever, I mean, we win big time. But if you want to spend less, German cars are pretty good. No, I don't want to iterate. Do I really have to iterate? That's super shitty. Press ID socket 1. Okay, we can do that. Well, if we have defined yeah, we can do this. Okay, let's do this. I think it's a good suggestion. I think it's a good suggestion. It's a bit hacky, right? But It's not a bad suggestion. So basically what he's saying put your, concatenate your race ID with your socket name and put it in the same, in the row name. So I think concatenating, race ID and socket name is a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. Good job, ChatGPT. Good job. Yeah. Yes, I think it's good. I think it's good. So we will do that. So basically, we will have race ID and socket name as row name, right? So we will have this plus this as row name, right? This will be row name. And then we will have transform offset, right? Okay, can we do it or it's too hard? No, it's easy. It's very easy. Because I can take, okay, let's start with any race. I don't know, let's start with the alien male. The simplest race, right? Alien male. Alien male. So the alien male is what? I have no idea of the race, so I have to open our database and check. Because I will go by race ID, right? I will go by race ID. Wait a second, because I see. No, I'm not eating dinner. No. I'm not eating dinner. Okay. Fine. Do you think I should buy a Vespa? But I always considered the motorcycles to be extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. I mean, beyond what people can really understand. I think that people that are using motorcycles are basically all crazy people. Because if a car hits you, right? I mean, it's like 95% chance that you are going to, get very, very badly hit. And it's not your fault. It's just someone hitting you, right? While with a car, I mean, it's still possible, right? But you are way, way, way protected, right? So I always disliked motorcycles, even small motorcycles, for that reason. Because I think it's not worth, right? It's not worth the risk. It's super risky. Just a crazy guy hits you and you go to the ground and you lose a leg, I mean, do you want to lose a leg? No, I don't think so. So I don't know, it always been a bit weird for me. Motorcycles, never liked them. I've been on some motorcycles because some people brought me, carry me as a passenger on their motorcycle, and I was thinking, and the whole time I was thinking, that is really, really, really stupid. Can we take the Rogue as well or not? I don't remember if the Rogue is the same setup, actually. I think the Rogue has the same setup. Yeah, because this can be done obviously only for the characters that are actually using that skeleton, right? That skeleton. So monsters will not have that. but it's okay. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So what do we need to export? We basically need to create a table with these values, right? So I think the easiest is if I export this into a file, right? Can I export? I think I need to do this, and then from here we can export to CSV, yeah. And we will export to CSV, and we will put it into this thing, and we will call it DT socket position. Did we call it sockets or socket? Fuck, I cannot see it. Okay, fine. Socket positions. Haha, I'm consistent with myself. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let me pay this guy. So we have to pay him 57 at the end. What did we say? $57. Okay, $57 we said, right? Because we had a bit of a negotiation on the price. Because I'm trying to spend your money the best I can. I tell you, the best I can. You don't have a better manager of your money than me. First, because you don't pay me, so all my work is completely free. I never took not even a single dollar from the plane shift money, right? And second, because whenever I'm using the donations money, I'm like, really, if I'm managing the money of someone else that trusts me on it, and so I'm trying to do all I can to get the best price and the best value for the money and all of that, right? So this is what I did this time as well. It's not easy. It's not easy. But doing my best. So we're gonna pay the guy. I'm gonna pay him now, and so that we can. I'm just trying to pay now with PayPal, but there is a verification code. Okay, here is your code. Put the code into the verification thingy, and fuck, you cannot copy paste. Okay, for additional security. So I need to type it in. Okay. 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 Okay, this is my security code. I hope it lets me in. Yes, it's letting me in. And now now we do make a payment, right? Make a payment. How do I make a payment? Here, send money. Send money. Name, username, or email address. This guy. Yes. Wow, the name is insane. Super long. Okay, we send 57. We send $57. Okay. Corresponding to 47 euro. No, we said 50. It must be 50 euro. So I have to send more actually. Okay, GG. So I have to send what? $61. $60. Yeah, $60, 50 euro and 25 and 26 cents. Okay, so what is this for? Magical Pat Unreal Effect. Magical Pat Unreal Effect. So Hula, did you listen to the call? Do we trust this guy or not? You didn't listen because I asked you and you were not here. For goods and services. What do you mean seller pays a small fee? Purchase protection. I don't know, I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it. Okay, I sent it, my boys. And now we will see if this guy disappears, okay? And he will never give us the stuff. If he does, I'm taking a flight to Greece and I'm gonna chase him until the end of his life. But I don't think so. I have a 99.99999% feeling this will go okay. He really did the work, so... My PC are pushing me out the big part of the chat. What do you mean? The PC is pushing you out. So your PC decides for you, huh? Okay, we can close this. We can close this. So we paid him. Yes, we paid him. So what I was doing, yes, I was trying to open this data file to see if we can massively import the data into it. Yep. Content data. By modified date, here it is. Okay, I have it, boys. It's gonna open. So it took me a bit. Recover. No, I don't want to recover that. Did I save it? No, I didn't save it. The fuck? Didn't save this. Didn't save it again. I don't know. Yeah, this is not the one I wanted to open anyway. Some sort of lag. Okay. Yeah, I was just asking if you think we should trust him or not. Oh wow, that's what we get as a result. Holy shit. What the? UTF-8. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, so basically what we want to have here, right, is pretty much this. I mean, it's not exactly this, but so we want to have the race and then the socket ID, and we need the race for all this, excluding that, that, this, this. Yeah. Yeah. So we need this. And then we need and then we need what? We needed the socket name. Now, the socket name, we said that we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 5 sockets. We want 5 sockets on our character. So we have to name them. So one will be shoulder right. And the other one will be shoulder left. Do we want to name them more, I mean, more understandable, in a more understandable way or not? At the moment in our skeleton, they are named like, for example, hand, right? They are named like left hand, right hand. Yeah, I think we should name them the same. I mean, in a similar fashion. So probably this will be right shoulder. I don't want to change the notation now. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Then we can just say back. And then will be right hip, left hip, right? Exactly. Now the problem is that we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for each of the races, actually, right? So in theory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly. So in theory, I need this. What? What happened? In theory, I need this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again and again and again and again and again and again and again. A million times. And then we need to figure out all those locations. Oh my god. Yeah, because they could be all different. I mean, maybe many will be the same, but I would say that it's very likely that many are different. So this will become an infinite table. But it is loaded only one time, right? It is loaded, let me think about it. We reload this when we create the character? Yeah. Yes, when we create the character. Let me just put a timer at 7:30 so I don't forget, because if I'm too deep into this discussion, let me put a alarm clock at 7:30. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Mm, 4720 on hold. Mm. Wait a second, Can you reject it and I redo it with the other option? Yeah, because I send it as for goods. I asked to Perplexity AI if some AI company give free license for no-profit organization. The answer is not usual, but you can still ask for the commercial. Yeah, usually you can ask, yes. I mean, like for example, Rider, right? Rider is providing this tool, right? This software for free to us, which is very nice. I can send $5 more, is not a problem, really. Bam, 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 bam. He got 47. He got 47. Okay, let me send him 5 more. Yeah, because he got 47, because if you send it for services, I think that PayPal is... Bro, I don't understand why in PayPal sometimes is... Ah, okay, it's here the icon now. Because sometimes I'm losing the icon, really. $5. $4.19. Magical Pat, visual effect, whatever. So I have to select, for friend or family. Okay, well. Send. Okay, this should cover the rest. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. I didn't issue any refund request. I didn't issue any refund request. What do you mean? It's saying that I issued a refund request? I didn't send you any refund request. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's completed, bro. That's what I say. It's completed. Completed, bro. Why is saying that I issued a refund request? I didn't issue any refund request of any kind. Just send him the money. Completed, minus 50. Transaction status completed. I don't know, bro. Well, maybe the bank takes some time. Maybe the bank takes some time. To fully complete the transaction, right? It's a US bank of the non-profit organization. It's the US Bank of the non-profit org. Anyway, if you want, delete the fucking file, and I didn't download it yet, so you can... I didn't download the file, so... The file ad, if you really want, delete it. Until you get the money. I didn't download it yet, so it's fine. But on my side, it shows as done, right? There is a transaction fee and everything, and there is a transaction ID and everything, so it should be good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I'm just trying to pay the guy and get our magical pet, right? So what I'm doing, I'm adding 4 rows, which is 5 with the first one, on each of those, because we need it. What did I do? I did an insert row above, below. Because this will be our table, right? They will list the position. Now, determining the position will be a bit of a mess, actually, but fine. Yeah, determining the position will be a bit of a mess, because basically for each of these ones, right? Right shoulder, left shoulder, right? So we will have this, etc. I don't understand what PayPal on hold means. PayPal on hold payment, right? What does on hold payment? PayPal may temporarily hold payment for various reasons, including security checks, unusual account activity, or to manage risk. According to Business Insider PayPal help page, this all are usually released when the PayPal has verified the transaction and the recipient account. This is what the AI says. Just give it an hour or so, and I think it will clear out. Anyway, this guy convinced me he's not a scammer, so he did too much work to be a scammer, really. So he's 100% not a scammer. So I'm trusting him. So it's no problem. I didn't download the file yet. You have seen it on stream. So, well, I could have done it on the other screen actually. But yeah, I didn't download it. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to concatenate, right? Because that is the trick. So we concatenate the... But then in the game, how we will use it? So basically in the game, we will start by... So when we load the character, right? When we load the character, we will attach, no, we have to do it all the time. Every time we attach a weapon to the back of the character. So every time we do this, so you select attach. It doesn't show on hold on my side, by the way. This guy is saying that he's showing on hold on his side, but he's not showing on hold on my side. So I think the money has been removed already. I could check on the bank actually, if you want. I can check on the bank and see if they remove the money from the bank. It's possible that one-time password code. Okay, send me the password code. Send me the password code. There is the code. This code in this place. I use this device often, yes. I do. Okay, let me see if the money was sent or not. Activity. PayPal. Actually, no, it was not yet sent by the bank. Yes, this is this. Yeah, this is the second one that I did, and I did it for friend. To cover the missing 3 or 4 euro. Okay, I check the bank now and the transaction is not there yet, so it may take a bit more. Yeah, because PayPal, because the bank is connected to PayPal and PayPal is, but so the, right? So it may take just a bit. I mean, it's strange, but I think it was my mistake to select services, but actually it is a service, so. Why is it on hold? I don't understand. Anyway, we will check, boys. It's fine. I guess he will receive the money. If his PayPal works, right? If his PayPal is broken for whatever reason, then no, but... Okay, concatenate this plus this, right? So this will be our key, right? Exactly. So, okay. So, didn't I copy this everywhere? No? I thought I did. Did I dream of copying this? I think I dreamed, huh? Okay. I think I did it only on the first one and then I got distracted and we didn't finish the thing. Anyway, I trust this guy. You listen to the call and I trust him. I think he's not trying to do anything bad, so it's perfectly fine. Okay, so we need this. So basically this becomes our, so this concatenate, right? This concatenate becomes our, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I think we will have to do it every time, right? So every time we receive, the only problem is, do we have the race ID? Do we have the race ID? Ha! I don't know. I think so, because I think I used it a million times, but... Okay, we don't. Race ID. We actually have it in PS traits. We don't have the race ID. No, because we need the race ID, otherwise we cannot concatenate anything. It's only inside PS trait. Well, maybe we can... It's not, huh? Life... what is the name of that thing? Oh my god. What is the name of the life thingy? Props? Life props? Life props? No. Life get ops get props. Get lifetime props. Get lifetime replicated props. Okay. Do we have the race ID? Fuck. We don't have the race ID. No. Well, we can add it. We can add it. We have the race name, I think. We don't have the race ID. Hello, hello, who joined? Hello, Sildren. Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, sure, we agreed on 50 to you. So I want you to get 50. Maybe if, I mean, I think goods, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it will clear out. I think it will clear out. I think it's just a matter of maybe because we never did business with this guy. PayPal is like holding it a bit to see if anything weird happens. I don't know. But it should work. I don't know. I mean, it's annoying that it's not working after all the discussion that we had, right? It's kind of annoying that the payment is not working. It's kind of annoying. But anyway. Okay. So what do we do with the race ID? We need, or we concatenate the, because we actually have the race name, right? We have the race name. Do we want to concatenate the race name? I mean, we can. So we don't send additional useless information. Yeah, maybe. We can concatenate. Okay, let's concatenate the race name. So if you want to concatenate the race name, then unfortunately this becomes, oh fuck, I just deleted it. Well, I can copy it again very easily. Well, not really, because I deleted some lines. No! Oh, shit. Oh, no. Well, you know what I can do? I can do this trick. Let's do this trick. Let's do this trick. What? Let's do this trick. We open a new file. We copy everything we have. No, but I think I deleted it after... What? What is this? New... Oh, spreadsheet, yeah. So I can copy this, right? And then I can try to Control Z like a boss. Hoping that I deleted the... But I don't think so. I think I deleted it before doing the work. Yeah, for sure. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Fine. Fine. Fine, my bad. I will copy them manually. I will copy them manually. Enjoy. Enjoy your copy paste. Enjoy your copy paste, my friend. I'm enjoying it. It's always nice to copy paste. Oops. It's always nice. To copy pastarino. The only question is, will I do it right? Maybe. Diaboli F. Diaboli F, Lemur F. These are the race names, so it's basically the mesh name. It's basically the mesh name. Okay, so we did it. So now, instead of concatenating that, we concatenate this, right? With the only difference that I need to copy paste it again because I need it on all the lines. Fuck. I need it on all the lines, my boys. No. 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 What happened? Ah, they said develop video games. It will be fun. That is what they said. Develop video games. It will be fun. Okay, we did it. We did it, boys. We did it. Okay, so now I just copy this. Okay, finally. Okay, so we have this, right? We have this. So what do we do now? We do, well, can I cut this and put it here without doing damages or no? Yes, I can. And can I delete this without doing damages? Yes, I can. Okay, nice. So now this becomes our key to the socket, okay? No. Okay, let me do it differently, which is easier. Okay, so that is the first column. So we have this, and then we have, so we don't have anymore the socket name, right? But we directly have the transform offset. So actually we have to we have to change the structure, right? Let me just search something because I'm kind of annoyed by PayPal on old payment for goods. I don't know if there is something more that I have to do, like to say that I have if the seller is new or has unusual selling activity. This can be due to a change in the sales pattern or the selling high-risk item. So if the payment is sent as for goods and services instead of for friend and family. PayPal might hold the funds to protect the buyer and seller in case of disputes or refund. Yeah, because I selected the fucking for goods, because actually it was for goods. When a payment is sent for goods as a service, PayPal use the goods and service fee structure. We can also trigger a hold. How to get the payment released? Add tracking information. If you ship a goods, add tracking information can help release the hold. What the fuck? I'm fine to send the money to this guy, so... Okay, we will wait an hour, and if it doesn't clear, I will just write to the PayPal support, okay? In case. It's kind of annoying, but it's what it is. I search a payment time for PayPal and say standard PayPal payment takes from 1 to 3 days to send to your bank account. Yeah, if you go PayPal to bank account, yes. But in this case, we go PayPal to another PayPal. So I mean, is yeah, the money is taken probably from the bank, but is the other way, right? Yeah. So if you want to check out money from PayPal to your bank, yeah, that is gonna take a bit of time. But for all other transactions, it should be instant in theory. Or yeah, in this case there is on hold, so it means that they see that I never paid this guy before, and so they are like scared that something is going wrong, right? So they're saying, maybe. And so they are holding it for that. I don't know what they are doing. So unfortunately we have to change the structure of this thing, right? Yep. So we will delete the socket name because now we put it together with the row ID. And okay, this one already updated. Fantastic. It may depend on the area. Some people are speaking about the mount problem. I think it may depend on the area. I don't know. I also didn't have it, and I don't understand why it happens, and I'm a bit confused about that bug actually. So we can delete these rows right now. The problem is this thing is evil, right? This thing is very evil. How do we... I mean, do we really want to have it like this? I mean, this would be kind of a mess. Let me see what happens if I save it. If I delete the row, right? I save it and I re-import it. Okay, yes, yeah, it's getting a default. Yeah, it's fine. It's getting a default everywhere, which is cool. It's cool with me. It's cool with me. Okay, so let's say that we have this. Now we will define the columns we will define the rotation properly, right? Later on. But for now, let's say that this is the structure that we're gonna use, right? So in the skeleton, right, we have to define new sockets like we said, right? So we have to define spine 3, 1 per shoulder. So we go under spine 3, right? And we add a new there is one on the neck for the elm, and we add a new socket, right? And we call it exactly the same way we called it here. So we call it right shoulder, right? Right shoulder. Right shoulder socket or right shoulder. Right shoulder. And then we add another one and we call it I'm just copy pasting so that I don't do any mistakes in typing things, right? Left shoulder. How can the seller see if the PayPal is not on hold anymore? How can the buyer PayPal? How can the buyer see if a payment is on hold? A PayPal buyer can see the payments on hold by checking their PayPal account activity. They can also find information about the holder, reviewing the mails and alerts. No, it's not. It doesn't tell me if he's on hold on my side. I think he needs to do something on his side, actually. I think he needs to, like, say that he sent the material or something. I don't think it's something on my side at this point, because on my side it shows okay. As well as weapon, are backpacks being considered? In theory, what I'm thinking is to let you attach whatever you want, right? So if you want to attach a spoon, right? And that's a bit weird, but if you want to attach a spoon, you may attach it. I mean, this is stuff that you put on your character. I mean, in theory, you can tie it with a string, right? If you want to put a bucket, so yeah, this is what we have to think. I think you can attach anything. Did you ever see Cuisine Royale? Cuisine Royale. This video game? Let me show you Cuisine Royale. If you never played it, you should play it at least one time, I think. I played it a long time ago. Basically, it's an FPS, right? It's a battle royale game where your armor is pots and spoons and ladles and things, right? So the typical Cuisine Royale character looks like this, where now here maybe it's not very visible, but wait, maybe searching an image is easy. Yeah, like this. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Ah, come on, don't break my balls with your freaking cookies. Oh my god, an advertising. Stop it. Okay, let me try another one. Yeah, this one, you see? So he has like a pot on the top of his head, and he has a spoon as armor. Oh, I cannot give you a picture. I don't know why it's so hard to get a freaking picture in this broken internet. Ah, like this. You see, and he has this thing, I don't know how to call this, but it's the one they use for the salad, right? Or for the pasta. It's a very old game. I mean, it's been released many years ago, but it was super fun. I think I still have it installed, probably, or anyway, I still have it. And yeah, you see this? Yeah. So to me, you can put whatever you can attach whatever you want, but it has to be something that you can attach, right? So for example, if you say, "Oh, I want to attach a chest," right, that is like 2 meters long. I don't know, 2 meters, 1.5 meters long, or if you want to attach a furniture piece like a bed, right? Then no. So maybe I can do it on item sides, right? Maybe I can do a filter on item sides, so certain items will actually not be possible to be attached, right? Just because they are too big. But I would say that everything else you should be able to attach. The problem will be the rotation and the position and the scale. So, or I give you a way to edit that. For weapons, it will look good automatically, right? But for everything else, I think it may look weird. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, do we really want to move this? Do we really want to move this these two things or no? Because in reality, they will be moved, right? They will be moved by them, but they will be moved when we do the calculation. Well, maybe what we can do, we can set it as the default. Let me try with the right shoulder a second, okay? So if we do right shoulder, and I move it, for example, here. If I switch between local and global, does the number change? No, luckily not, thank God. So if I move it there, right? If I move it there, and it is our relative location, and rotation at the moment is 0, a rotation we will have to figure it out, right? But if we copy this value, right, and we put it in our table, can we do it or not? I have no idea. How does this thing copy? I copy like that. Okay. So if I copy this here like this, okay. So this will be the default for the stone hammer. So this will be the default for everyone, right? Right shoulder. So then I say, let's start only with one socket and see what happens, because I think otherwise it's too complex. Let's do it with one and see if we can do it, right? Okay, so now what do we need? Now we need a way to... So we created the sockets, right? And we have the position. Now we need a way to say that this is getting attached. And for now, I think I will do it super simple, and then we will do it better later, right? I will just put a button, just a stupid button in the UI. So in the detail panel of the item, right? So in the detail panel of the item, which is this, right? We will add a new icon, I think. Or let's do it even simpler. Let's do it even simpler. What is this? That is what? This is use. Yeah, but these are all managed. So if I change these ones, no, I think we need a new icon. We need a new icon. We need a new icon. There is no way. We need a new icon. We will define. Okay, so let's add a new icon, and this icon will be visual equip. Visual equip, right? We do save the transform command on items, and I can see that is to adjust. We do have the transform command on it. Yes, yeah, exactly. I know. The problem is that transform in terms of move and rotation is done on a static object, while here is on a character that is animating. But yeah, in theory we could use that, right? In theory we could use that. It will not be super simple, but in theory we could. That would be the best, actually, right? So that you can visually position it where you want. but that is a bit advanced compared to what I'm thinking at the moment, because it requires quite some stuff to do. But yeah, that would be nice if we could do it that way, for sure. I thought about it, but I said, maybe as a first run, you know, it's too much. Okay, let's take a random icon for now, right? The random icon will be the random icon. I don't know if we have an icon that actually makes sense, but I don't think it can be an icon only, because I think that the icon will have to then ask you on which socket you want to put it, right? Yeah, maybe we'll pop up a window. Yeah, maybe we'll pop up a window. So maybe an icon is okay, actually. I don't know. Let me see if we have an Atlas UI. No, what is called? The UI something? Icons UI. Icons UI. Do we have an icon that actually makes sense or no? Do we have an icon that makes sense? In theory, it's kind of an equip, but I mean, we can use this. We can use these two weapons. But I don't think we have an icon that can express the fact that you are going to equip visually something, right? I think... okay, for now, let's use these two weapons that I don't know if we use for anything else. Maybe it's dual. Maybe it's the dual icon. Or we can use this one with a shield. Or with a shield and weapon. Maybe we can use this one. This one is weird. Do we use it for anything? I don't think so. So this will be like 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 2, 7. Is a 2, 7. And is visual equip. Okay. Okay, so now we have this thing. Now it's not very well centered or everything. I mean, we will have to, you know, extend the window probably, but we can do that. We can do all that later. So when you click on this, the moment we're just prototyping and trying to understand and how to do this thing, then we can refine it, right? So when you click on this, what do we want to do? Well, at the moment, I think we will do it only client side, very simple. We will take the mesh of that item. By the way, how do I know what is the mesh? Yeah. Okay, for now, we will take just a random item. But yeah, the idea is that we need to know, because I think in this window we only have wait, is the one that we because the mesh we see through the inspect. We can see what the inspect is doing. What is the inspect doing? It's doing start inspecting. Start inspecting. What is doing? Yes, the mesh actually. Okay. Well, we will have to do it differently than this, but at the moment, just as a hack, right? Just as a very, very big hack, we can do it this way. Yeah, we have the mesh actually. We have the mesh. We have the mesh and we have the texture. So... now, all this needs to be done. Wait a second, because it's way more complex than this. It's way more complex than this. Way more. Way more. So what I need to do, I mean, the way will be different, right? So we basically need to create. So we need to create a new. I mean, it's the same. Is the same for the hand. Is the same for the hand texture, and the hand item, right? So I think we have something like a right hand something, right? We must have a hand. We must have. Wait, we have something very similar, right? So in the keep code. In the keep code, right? In the keep. Yeah, exactly, right? So when this happens, this is actually triggered by this. No, actually it's not true, because it's only the texture that is replicated, because for whatever reason the texture is not automatically replicated when you're attaching an item. So that we will have to do. But the basic item is actually replicated properly if I do it server side, right? So I should have yeah, like this, right? Current item in left hand, right? So this current item in left hand has been added like this. So it's not even, it's not even in the C++. Okay, so that is added brutally to the, okay. Which I like and I don't like, but fine. Because it's the same, right? So when you are keeping a weapon, we basically do the same thing. So we search the mesh, we put it on your hand, search in the socket, we display the mesh, and we do it multiplayer, right? So it's for everyone. So what I'm thinking is, can we actually extend this? Can we actually extend this and it probably will be the simplest, right? Because we could extend this one to actually work with, you know what is the problem? The problem is that the problem will be the texture. Because the texture, but in theory everything else works the same, right? Everything else. So the attach component to component by socket will be exactly the same, right? It is exactly the same. All of this is exactly the same. All this is exactly the same. Well, yes and no. But yeah, there is a lot that would be identical to this. I'm thinking if I want to do it inside the same function, or or if I want to have a new function dedicated to this. I think it's probably easier to have a new function because this is really reasoning on helms and bows and shields and torches, right? So he has a lot of logic that is related. So I think that, yeah, I think it would be better to have a separate. So, but then what do we need? We need a new event that is basically saying, hey, I want to keep a visual item, right? I'm going to download the package of this guy. I think that enough time passed and I hope his payment is cleared. I don't know. I'm going to download it now. Before I go to dinner. So I'm downloading it now. I actually downloaded it now. What it contains, by the way. Should contain materials and stuff, yeah. Yeah, it seems to contain everything, so it should be good to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I think it contains everything. Anyway, I will check that the payments arrives and that everything is as it should. I don't understand why saying that the payment is on hold. I don't get it. Again! Ah! What do you mean? What do you mean track the? He's asking me to track the shipment of the. Shit. Okay. There's no shipment. What do you mean shipment? Bah. Shipment. It's yeah, it was my mistake. I selected goods, but actually it said goods or service. So I selected goods or service. I selected service. Bro, what do you want? Arrgh. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm fighting with a freaking login. I'm fighting with a login on the other screen. It's super annoying. Okay. Status shipped. What do you mean shipped? Bro. I have no idea why it's saying shipped, but I mean, it's fine. I received it. Can I say that I received it or what? I received it. And it's so dumb. I paid someone on PayPal and I selected goods or services. His payment is on hold. He added shipping and it's saying shipped. This is a file. There is a file. So will not be shipped. He already sent it to me. So what the fuck, what it means? The seller should log into PayPal, find the transaction ID, click add tracking info, select order status and choose order processed or no tracking info needed. I didn't know there was a physical item. You as a buyer can also confirm the digital file. Go to your PayPal account, find the transaction and click on confirm receipt. If that button is available. Confirm receipt. I don't see any confirm receipt. Confirm receipt. I see print. Confirm. I don't see confirm receipt. I don't see the button confirm receipt. Order status. Yeah, if you are the seller. No, he has to do it on his side. As a buyer, we cannot do anything. I think we should not do anything. It's on the seller side, but I mean, it's annoying. Maybe it's my bad that I selected services, but they are services, so. But anyway, fine. So what I'm thinking is that we need to have, so we need definitely to create another function which is similar to this keep item BP. This keep item BP is coming from here, right? You see, it's coming from here. And I think we need two functions, right? So we need so I think we need two things, right? So we need one function that is actually the one that is the blueprint callable, where the guy is saying, I want to equip this thing, right? And so I think we can create a now I see we don't have blueprint callable in here. Which is strange. Maybe because all the blueprint callable. No, we do. So it would be similar to this, right? So this will be PS. I think we have a PS items, PS inventory. I mean, it's not exactly inventory. Yeah, it's inventory. So this will be request visual equip, request visual equip, and what do we need? We need the item ID. We need the item ID, I guess. I mean, it's like when we need the slot. I mean, in reality, it's similar to when you move from one slot to another slot, right? The difference is that yeah, because we will have to flag the slot as a kept anyway, because the next time we reload, right? I think we need to have a better plan, guys. We need to have a better plan, because I think we are missing pieces. So we need to create a new method to actually request the equip or the de-equip, right? Fine. But we also need, and the methods can be these methods, right? I can create this method here, request visual equip. But the problem is that this needs to start from a slot. So it will be basically identical to a real equip. Keep item description slot. No, but no. The call will be like a call to the inventory system, right? And the call to inventory system happens very differently. So there is a move between slots. There is a move between slots. Exactly. I think it should be, maybe we can even reuse this message, right? The send move item, because I mean, or we can create a similar one, because we need a slot movement. So we need to know what is the source and what is the target. Now the source can be, yeah, exactly. Container ID, slot ID, container ID, slot ID, stack count. Well, stack count will always be 1, obviously. But so we need something like this, right? Unfortunately, I'm finishing the time, and because in 10 minutes I will have to go. And reasoning on this with 10 minutes left is not super easy. But yeah. And we can create also a new message, but basically the point is that I need to know from container and from slot, right? This is what I need. Because the send move item, exactly, and the slot movement, right? So this one is trying to understand the container and the slot. And there is there are a number of checks here, right? So they cannot be empty, so we will have to do something like this. So we will need a handle. Maybe we can do it simpler, right? It doesn't mean that we need all this structure, but we will need this, and then we will need a slot, where the slot is a visual slot. So I think we can create a new enumeration, right? That is similar to the inventory slots. Okay, I think that how to do it is forming into my mind now a bit strongly, so I think I understand it a bit better. But so we need this function needs from container, from slot ID, and then it needs the actual inventory slot. that I don't know if I want to extend this because this is already crazy enough, right? And this would be a completely, so, but we can create something similar, right? So we can create a visual slot, right? Now, do we need it in blueprints? I would say yes. I think we need an enumeration that can be used in blueprints, right? I think we do. So used for visual equip. So this will be called EPS visual slot. EPS visual slot, right? And the values are right shoulder. I pressed the wrong key. Right shoulder, left shoulder, back, and then left hip, right hip, right? And then right hip and left hip. Okay, so basically this means that we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And obviously these numbers, these names should match, right? That is just the visualization. So, okay. And this should terminate like that, yeah. So now we have a new blueprint enabled enumeration that can keep track of that, right? So what we need in our function, the one that I was, yes, this one, we need a slot in that format. So this is basically a target slot, right? Now, do we also need the removal, right? Yeah, we need also the removal. So this request should actually, because I think you can say none. I think you can say remove. Well, I think if it's none, is remove. Yeah, I think if it's none, is remove. I think we can do it this way. Okay, so now this function is the one where we request the equip, right? And then we need the one where we, well, actually, the one where we actually equip it will be a replication of our, and that is what is strange, right? Because here I'm doing current item in right hand, right? And this is the one, yeah, because because we do the equip in blueprints, which is a super bad idea, by the way. But I did it this way at the beginning, and now it is what it is, right? So this mess this part should really go into C++, right? Should really go into C++, this thing. Because this thing is done a million times, right? Every time an item is equipped. So, and having it in this is really bad. Really bad. But it's working. It is working. So no, so the actual equip of the item will be, so yeah, I think it's enough. I think it's enough. I think we can do it like this now. I messed up. We obviously need, like, for every call we need the character, right? Well, do we assume that the character is always us or not? In the request, yeah, in the request I would say yes. The character is always us. Because so it's okay. So it's okay. Yeah. So I think it's okay. So this is a request. Can I have? We don't. Okay, fine. Okay, GG. Fine. I wanted to copy a ulog, but I can just. So this will basically say. I'm adding this printout just because, right? Because now we are in debug, but now probably later we will just change it. But I just want to see when we will publish this, right? So this. Finally you go to see your friend. Yeah, I think I have to. I'm waiting the phone to ring because I set an alarm. So probably in 10 seconds it will sound, but I think I have to go, unfortunately. Request visual keep. So this will request the visual keep. So what this thing will do, right? This thing will have to find the item that I selected, right? It will have to find the item that I selected. Yeah, my phone is ringing. Okay, GG. GG! Okay, I will go, guys. It's a pity because I think we are in the right moment, but we are still far. We are still far because we have to. So what is missing is that we have to create this method. We have to find the mesh, right? And we have to visually keep the mesh, and this will be automatically replicated. Then there is the big question about the texture, right? And the texture needs to be replicated manually, right? So we will have to basically create a new method that is replicating manually, but it needs to be replicated anyway with another onRep notify. Otherwise, it will not work for other players in multiplayer, right? So it should be anyway an onRep notify of whatever, right? Which is super annoying, but we're gonna do. And then we will have to do the unequip, right? Unequip, yeah. And then and then we will have to load the. So we will have to load the position. We will have to load the position by race, right? So basically we will have to find the right line in this data table and use the relative position and rotation based on the race. I mean, it will take a bit of time. We have to do it tomorrow. Now, if I'm not too late tonight, maybe I can stream at midnight, but probably at the end I will not do it. So we will probably see each other tomorrow. We'll see each other tomorrow in the afternoon around 4 p.m. Maybe in the morning, but is unlikely. Okay. Until then, see you, boys. Bye. See you. If you want to click on follow, do it.